Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube Astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having a Capricorn Sun and Virgo Moon in the natal chart. Now, I'm going to elaborate and expound on that. What I'm talking about is having that Sun Moon combination in the natal chart, the Capricorn Sun and Virgo Moon in your natal chart. First off, the basic character, which is the Sun. And in this case, the Sun being in Capricorn can be very disciplined, structured, responsible, consistent, ambitious, yet pessimistic and negative. Now, on the unconscious side, which is the moon is the unconscious side of the person. The Sun represents the conscious side of the person. And on an unconscious level, okay, with the moon being in Virgo, he or she may be very organized, tactful, scrupulous, analytical, detail-oriented, and clean. And the thing is, the person, in the way this combination may manifest is that the person may bring that Capricorn ambition into something Virgo related, which can include statistics, analytics, defragging a computer, compartmentalizing, cleaning, or something related to health and nutrition. And also, too, the Sun in astrology is about our basic wants, and the Capricorn Sun wants to attain success. The Moon is about our emotional needs, and the Virgo Moon needs to work, render service, and be busy. Now, most people do need to work and be employed in order to have an income and generate money, but it's more emphasized, with prominent Virgo placements in the chart more so than most. But anyway, now the true self, which is the Sun, and the Sun in this case being in Capricorn, can be premeditative, serious, melancholy, and the thing is, when you look at the Moon is that inner self, the inner personality. And in this case, that inner self, which is Virgo, can be pedantic, systematic, and punctilious with details. This person, Sun in astrology is connected with our drive and motivation. And this person may be driven and motivated, which is the Sun, to improve their social status and stature in life. And that's Capricorn. And with the Virgo Moon, the person may do so with really could be with meticulous attention to detail, needing that perfection, infallibility through some employment, or even something that could be a health-related field, such as like being a physician or nutritionist, as some examples. Now, the thing is, this Sun-Moon combination, of course, it's harmonious by sign because they're both in Earth signs. They are trine by sign, but I would say it'd be more harmonious and auspicious if you have the Capricorn Sun and Virgo Moon making a trine aspect with each other. Now, a trine aspect in astrology is 120 degrees. I use a 10-degree orb if at least one personal planet is involved. In this case, you have two personal planets that are involved. And let's say, for example, that the Capricorn Sun is at 25 degrees and the Virgo Moon is at 20 degrees. That would form a trine aspect, and this could be a very, positive, auspicious blending of that Capricorn Sun, ambition, and the Virgo Moon, industry. This could be, somebody that could do well computer programming. As an example, because Capricorn can be connected with information technology, and Virgo energy is really about being very punctilious and scrupulous with details, and you need to have that if you're programming, if you're programming a computer, as an example. And the Sun in astrology is about our actions, and the Moon reflects, our reactions and responses. So, with the Sun being in Capricorn, the actions can be very, premeditative. It can be serious. There's a lot of prudence, and also with strong powers of concentration. And the Virgo, having the moon in Virgo, again, the moon being connected with our reactions and responses, is sometimes, a person may react with a lot of, criticism, a lot of analysis, may not react until analyzing something thoroughly. Um, it can be, again, with some harsh criticism, or, and just, and could even be some some nervousness as well, with the reactions. But the thing is, to keep in mind, okay, the sun in astrology is associated with the biological father, and with the sun being a Capricorn, the biological father may actually be a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those characteristics. Now, with the Virgo moon, the moon is associated with the mother. So, with the Virgo moon, the person's mother may actually be a Virgo sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those traits. And it's also about the perception of these people. So, having a Capricorn sun, the person may perceive, the biological father, somebody that's disciplined, structured, serious, responsible, ambitious, and career oriented, but may also perceive the biological father as something that might be overly pessimistic, negative, cynical, very self protective, and cold, callous, and undemonstrative, even. And the person may perceive, with the Virgo moon, the person may perceive the mother as somebody that's very analytical, systematic, organized, scrupulous, health conscious, but at the same time may perceive the mother as somebody that's overly worrisome, anxious, even overly critical, judgmental, cynical, as some examples. And the thing about this too is, again, it's a very good combination because, they are trying by sign. You have the sun and the moon both being in earth signs. This could give very strong, pragmatism, practicality, premeditative ability, being very prudent. The person may be very, astute at, financial undertakings and have very good, financial acumen. Virgo, moon, might not always realize it, but they might be very frugal in things of a monetary nature. And Capricorn sun, Capricorn again is an earth sign as well. So they're very, they could be, restrict their spending, strongly. But the thing is, some of this may be modified, based on modifying influences and contraindicators in the natal chart. Now, let's say, for example, okay, you have the Capricorn sun and Virgo moon combination in your natal chart. Let's say you have a Leo ascendant. You may be a little bit more extravagant with the spending as the typical, compared to the typical person, the average person that would have that Capricorn sun and Virgo moon. And also too, Capricorn sun and Virgo moon, both these signs are, feminine, introverted signs. So this could be, when you look at it by itself, the combination can be introverted, and, more to themselves, but at the same time, and using the Leo ascendant as an example again, they could be modified with, contraindicators, modifying influences in the chart. And if the rising sign is, say, Leo, then the person may be more outwardly extroverted and gregarious and more people-oriented than the typical, Capricorn sun, Virgo moon, combination. So you got to look at all, elements, aspects, placements in the chart. And when you're evaluating, it's very essential, important to make sure you do that, not isolate, one, individual placement or even combination, like in this case, the Capricorn Sun Virgo Moon combination. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.